I'm so excited. Today is Valentine's Day. Hi, Heather O'Brien with Easycove. When I talk about relationship, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Wife, husband, mom, dad, family? Well, although it's Valentine's Day, I'm not here to talk about your personal relationships. I'm here to talk about business relationships. Healthy relationships are at the core of a successful business. Did you know that 47% of Americans are addicted to their phones? Did you know that 71% of people spend more time on their phones than with their significant other? Distractions abound in and around our lives. And if we are not mindful of others, we risk taking others and the businesses they represent for granted. Relationships, especially healthy relationships, require meaningful interaction on a continual basis. So what does this really mean? To establish a meaningful interaction, one must define meaningful. This is usually captured in a business's core values statement. What are core values? Core values are the ethical guide to driving your organization's goals and, as importantly, making decisions and building meaningful relationships that will keep your company in business. You need win-win relationships to succeed. So where do we start? For Easycove, those core values include humility, authenticity, integrity, and loyalty, all necessary for strong business relationships. So let's start with humility. Humility is not being a doormat. Humility is having the confidence to treat others as equal to yourself. Humility breeds credibility because at its core, humility is respect for your fellow human, and humans know when they have met a respectful person. It sets that person aside as someone that they trust. What does it mean to be humble? Well, don't talk about yourself. Treat others as though they are as important as yourself. So let's talk about confidence. Confidence without humility fails to establish the same level of trust between people because it fails to employ the heart of servitude that is required to create bonds of trust more rapidly. If you want people to be loyal to you and your brand, you need to be not only humble and confident in yourself, but confident in your customer's ability as well. Some things that you can do is stop talking about yourself and start talking about the customer. What does the customer like? How has the customer built their business? I've learned over time a phrase my husband uses all the time. You don't know what you don't know. So just because we are successful doesn't mean that someone isn't doing something different or even better. And if that helps you help them, all the better. Those cooperative successes are only going to help you grow more. So ask the customer, what has the customer been successful in? And what mutual beneficial ways can you incorporate into your relationship to further that success for both of you? And what does the customer need to be successful and how can you help them? See, Easycove knows that the distributor is key to their success. So we make sure they are fully equipped with the tools they need to sell our products. We not only provide them with sell sheets with their logo, but loop videos about the product with their logo, presentations, and even banners with their logos. We focus on highlighting their company to help them succeed, which ultimately creates success for us. Another idea about understanding your customers is taking notes. So I have notes in my phone on individuals, especially those I don't always speak with on a continual basis. For instance, when I meet someone new for the first time, and let's say they're talking about their dog, the first thing that I'll do is, after I get off the phone call with them, is I'll write down, oh, they have a white dog that they love to talk about, so that the next time they call me, that's the first thing I ask them. So you want to make a conscious effort to be engaged with your customer when speaking with them so they know you care. Now, let's talk about authenticity. Authenticity breeds creativity, which in turn breeds a better understanding of your own values, which in turn builds strength and ultimately success. Success in your business and your business relationships. By being authentic, people will learn to trust you, become confident in what you say, and ultimately find you credible. So how does that affect our business relationships? Well, first of all, what are authentic business relationships? Well, the relationships that are built on trust and exceed customer expectations by sharing core values. It's all about how our customers perceive us, and as importantly, how others see our company or our brand. Easycove's number one goal is to make sure our customers see that we are a service company, even though we are a manufacturer. We service our customers by providing a quality product, but also serve our customers with top-level marketing strategy and plans. We want to make sure that our distributors have the tools to make Easycove a quality and useful brand of products for their customers. What are we doing? We are adding value to the relationship, but also we make sure to provide quality products in a timely manner so that our customer knows they will always have a product that their customers can trust. I want to talk to you a little bit about communication, and communicating is part of your relationship. A little something personal. When my son had a rare disease, the first 5 years of his life were about keeping him alive. He had 27 mandatory physician appointments per year for 5 years, and that didn't include sick visits, emergency room visits, ambulance rides, or hospital stays. One of the key takeaways I learned from all those years is communicating effectively with his physicians. He had a multitude of specialists: craniofacial specialists, gastroenterologists, orthopedists, speech pathologists, the list goes on. And with all those personalities and specialties, I can guarantee you it was quite overwhelming at times. But I learned that in order to get the best treatment options for my son, it was necessary to listen. It was necessary to do my research and also help the physicians understand what was going on with my child so that we could formulate the best treatment plan between everyone. But communication was key, because one set of circumstances with one physician may have an impact on the treatment option of another. Having a communication plan, but also being a good listener was important. We need to first understand what we are being told before we can make the right choices. You need to connect with your customers, understand what their needs are, communicate how you want to address those needs, and make sure you listen so that if you need to make adjustments to accommodate them, you can. That's part of building trust. Always create clear expectations. With our distributor agreements, we make sure the distributor understands what their goals are and how you're going to help them succeed in those goals. We make sure to follow up. If you don't follow up in a timely manner, your customer's going to think you don't care. If you don't care about them, how can they care about your products or the quality of your products? If you aren't authentic about your job and the product and service you represent, then you don't believe in it. So with all of that, now let's talk about vulnerability. What is a way of sharing the vulnerability with your customer? For Easycove, 98% of every lead that walks through our door is given to a distributor. That means every time there's a potential sale, our distributor has the opportunity to not only serve the customer, but they get to keep that customer in their database and call on them over and over and over again, and we don't. Our vulnerability lies in knowing that if the distributor chooses not to distribute our product anymore, we most likely will lose their customers because we do not sell direct. But how does the customer share their vulnerability? Well, our distributors do this by investing in a product that is readily available from other distributors and yet continue to offer the product to their customers. Integrity. Let's talk about integrity. Integrity is crucial not only to your relationship success, but your company's success. Integrity is the basis for honoring the relationships you have built, for standing by the products you create, and staying true to ourselves so that we can be true to others. Integrity is the pathway of being trusted by others. Why is this important? Well, we establish integrity when we integrate credibility into our daily living. Easycove only sells through distributors. This means we don't sell direct, and we do everything in our power to help our distributors sell product with effective selling tools, but also provide them with every lead that comes through the door. When we get a lead, a lot of times it's a customer asking for pricing. We won't give anyone who calls pricing, unless they're considering being a distributor, but that's a lot longer conversation. Even if the customer who calls only needs 1 or 2 boxes of Easycove, we will direct them to a distributor. Now, we'll provide samples, technical support, and product information to anyone who calls, but we will not sell direct. This is a key example of integrating credibility within the marketplace because I do what I say I'm going to do. We stand by what we say and do what we say we're going to do. We are credible and trustworthy, and we put the customer first at all times. Our customers are our distributors, so we make sure they are confident in the quality product we provide and provide them with the tools to succeed. Now, does bringing value to the relationship build on that integrity? Absolutely. When we provide the tools necessary for our distributors to be successful, when we are committed to open and transparent communications, and when we fulfill our commitments to the customer, we are adding value to the relationship. When we honor pricing commitments, when we are honest about the quality of products we provide, and when we are sincere and truthful, we are integrating credibility and establishing integrity in our relationship. And once you are known as being a person of integrity, that will breed loyalty. You know, I recently was in a situation where a competitor attempted to steal several distributors. Not only did they contact them through phone calls, but they also chose to meet with them at the largest trade show in the industry, the World of Concrete. The interesting thing is I believe there is room in this industry for many of us. It's our passion. The funny thing is when I happened upon this individual at my distributor's booth, I was very cordial and engaging. I even told them that I refer potential customers to them because they make a product we do not. Even after the individuals at the booth told this person they work solely with me, this competitor literally came back after the owners of that company left the booth in the late afternoon and continued to leave their product and information to the other employees for them to peruse. Now, we're all entitled to be competitive, okay? But interestingly enough, in a text, my distributor let me know the next day that this individual obviously is not aware of loyalty and relationships. That is a perfect example of the kind of relationships that I want and have worked hard to build over the years. Loyal customers. I want to talk a little bit about being the face of the company. You are the face of your company, so how you present yourself is key. If you build the right relationships, provide top-level customer service, and a quality product, you're going to be successful. Your brand is built on the people you serve and the relationships you create. So let's recap some of the important parts about building business relationships. Number 1, your brand is built on the people you serve and the relationships you create. 2, you have to know your customer. 3, social media gives you the data to bring the information to your customer at the right time, but you have to understand your customer and their needs before you share that information. 4, communicate. Communication is key. 5, you have to earn your customer's trust. And 6, you need to connect with your customer on their level. Relationships start at hello. So hello, I hope you will find some time to give us a jingle and let us know how Easycove can better serve you. Have a great day.